Just hello. No. So today's episode, nipples and tattoos and scars. Or scars, nipples and tattoos. Scars, tattoos and nipples. Yeah. Today's topic. So nipples. Whilst I had 3 chest surgeries. I had a 5-hour surgery and that was followed up with 2 90-minute surgeries. With my first surgery, obviously a lot of the breast tissue was removed. Along with this, my nipples were removed. I had 3 nipple grafts. Pretty much what that is my areolae were cut off. Cookie cutter pretty much cut out the areolae to the size of a male nipple. Nipples themselves were resized, and that was free grafted straight back on to my new chest wall. My nipples, because they're erectile tissues, they respond to the cold. If you squeeze them, they're responsive. However, the nerve sensations, I can't feel them anymore, apart from I can feel a bit of pressure applied if you squeeze them. Obviously, their nerves have been severed. Along the suture line where the surgery was done, I also had a little bit of liposuction done to get rid of dog ears in my second and third surgery. Either side I have a good 10-15 mil of numbness. So whilst that was being tattooed, it was an interesting sensation. But as the tattooing got further up my chest, the pain that I was getting was all over the place because of my messed up nerve endings from the liposuction that I'd had done underneath and around my chest in the 2 last surgeries that I had. And fun fact about nipples, they are placed approximately earlobe distance apart. I don't know, I've never measured, but you know, that's what I'm told. The tattoos on my body tell a story. They tell a story about where I've come from and where I'm headed, and they're also a glimpse into who I am as a person. The ink on the right side of my chest, which is all of here, signifies who I am and my trans identity. There is the date of my final chest surgery on there, because that's when I felt my chest actually symbolised and fit who I am and the way I feel about myself. You'll notice the colours are there, the trans flag, and there's also some lyrics tattooed on my chest that I am quite connected to in my push for social justice and change. Where I've travelled down to the Mount to go and see one of my favourite tattooists. I am getting a death goddess on my left leg, and this leg symbolises my struggle with life and death, and the depression that I live with. And the death goddess, why it's a goddess, is to show the feminine side of me that is always going to exist no matter what I do to my body. That's still in my identity, and I want that to be a prominent part of my tattooing. It is my masculinity, the depression and angst that I go through, and the chains that I can't break, really.